Autumn has been very mild this year, with temperatures over 20 degrees Celsius into the beginning of November. After being away for 6 months, there were so many jobs that needed to be done in the garden. I start with trimming the hedges. It is always such a satisfying job. It transforms the garden. The best time to trim hedges is September, but I cut mine in autumn. As long as it doesn't freeze, they will be perfectly fine. The yew hedge are the main structure in my garden. They divide the garden into several sections. During summer they provide a background and add structure and calmness to the busy borders. But in winter it is their time to shine, together with the topiary box. I put an old sheet on the ground to catch the clippings. This makes cleaning up afterwards much easier. I start by cutting the sides of the box. I find it easier to follow the curves of the box when I turn my shears upside down. General rule for box is to cut them before end of September. The reason for that is that the young growth won't freeze during the winter. I prefer to cut mine somewhere between September and November. If I cut mine earlier, the sun is still so strong that parts of the leaves get sunburned. I cut the top last. Remove all the clippings and old leaves to prevent diseases. Box is very prone to box blight. I love growing bulbs. They add so much color to the garden in early spring. Spring bulbs can be planted from September till end of the year, so it's not too late yet. I've planted a lot of them in the garden, but they do also very well in pots. I've made a few videos about it that I will share the coming weeks. Tidy up the garden, but don't overdo it. I remove leaves from the pots and terrace, but I will leave them in the borders as cover for plants when the temperatures drop, as well as a shelter for wildlife. Cut back plants and roses that have finished flowering. I leave the plants that have a decorative value during the winter, like the hydrangea and a bell. The roses will get their final cut in March, but now I'm shortening the branches to prevent them from rocking in the wind. There are still a few raspberries left. So good. And most important, don't forget to enjoy the garden. Now that the days are getting shorter, with less light, I cherish every moment in the sun that I can get. Taking a cup of tea and feeling the warmth of the sun on my skin. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Whatever the weather, enjoy your garden.